Welcome to Reno on a Budget. So the house in Vermont was purchased for a mere $23,000 as a foreclosure. It was an amazing deal and it has tons of potential to become a great rental property that will generate income. The house is located near a ski resort, so then there are renters looking to use it, when they have breaks, because it's driving distance from a few major cities. I'm gonna walk through it with you, and you'll see everything that needs to be done. However, we have a small budget to work with, so lots of it needs to be done without hiring anyone else. This week I'm traveling to Vermont. Vermont is the second least populous state in the entire country, with roughly 40,000 more residents than Wyoming. As you can imagine, there's a lot of good land here. I'm here to help get a house ready for a rental. There's awful wallpaper on the walls. The cabinets are outdated. I think some paint and new hinges will totally freshen up this kitchen. And the floor? Don't even get me started with the floor. With the help of a professional, we will take care of the sheetrock for the ceiling and the walls, and the licensed contractor will come in to install the heating unit. The house is structurally sound, but all the aesthetic elements are missing, not to mention some basic needs such as a door for this bathroom. As you can see, there's a lot of work to be done in this house. We will also need to sheetrock the ceiling on the second floor so we can insulate the house. As you can see, the floor was painted over. It's a shame because it's the original wood from the 1800s. We will have to sand it down and stain the floor to bring out the beautiful grain. We'll definitely have to cover these holes. You can see straight through the second floor. Since this is a rental property, I will start from the outside of the house and work my way in. After all, love comes in through the eyes. And we need to create a buzz about the new rental property in town. How else are people going to fall in love with the inside of this property if they dislike the outside? To get the house ready to be painted, first I'll have to power wash it to make sure there's no massive amounts of dust and dirt stuck on the siding. This one is a little difficult to get started, but I refuse to give up. After all, this house needs to be cleaned up and then painted. This would keep the paint from sticking properly, and then I would have to repaint sooner. Today is a great day to power wash the house. It's sunny, so it'll dry sooner. You can rent a power washer for fairly cheap at your local hardware store. There is no need to spend hundreds of dollars on equipment that you will only use maybe once every 5 years. I got the spray gun at the hardware store. It was only about $70 and it's going to save me tons of time. The new color should serve as a billboard itself for all the people driving from the Canadian border. It is only 25 minutes from Jay Peak, one of the best places to ski in the country. The paint spray gun helps me paint evenly and quickly. After painting this whole section with just my ladder, I realize I will need some extra help, because I can only get so far with it. I only had to reload it twice in this whole section. This is what's gonna replace my ladder. I also got it at the hardware store. I know it looks complicated, but if you played video games growing up, you should know how to use a joystick, which is what operates this vehicle. I think I did pretty good parking this one. As you can see, I'm lowering the stabilizing legs. This will help me stay safe when the boom is fully extended. This boom goes 50 feet up in the air. The machine won't go up unless it feels fully stable on the surface. The boom has multiple extending sections. This helps you get pretty close to the house and work comfortably. As you can see, I'm actually breezing through it. This is a job that normally takes a long time if you're only working with a big ladder. Not to mention it's much more dangerous. The look I'm going for this house is contemporary Victorian. This is why I'm going with this color.